I'm sure you've heard it before. The market is terrible. It's the worst time to buy in history. Or you've heard, ignore the interest rates. Buy now because rates are just gonna get worse. Seriously, look at the front page of the housing section on Forbes. You've got Fannie Mae's CEO saying it's a bad market, but then right next to it, you have Barbara Corcoran saying it's a great time to buy. I even had a conversation earlier this week with someone that said, hey Matt, I'm not sure if you heard, but word out on the street says that people think we're gonna see some price jumps in some of these homes. So which is it then? Which one of these things is true? Stick around and let's break it down. My name is Matt Light and I'm a realtor here in Sarasota, and every quarter I put out a video just like this, breaking down our real estate numbers and trying to interpret them to teach you what's really going on. Not what you hear on Fox News or CNN, but what's really happening here in Sarasota from my experience and other realtors' experiences as well. You can get a complete summary of the Sarasota market for free by downloading it in the video description below. It looks a little bit something like this, and the best way to use it is to scroll to the specific area you're interested in and see what is happening in the market. So jumping straight into it, the realtor that told me we're gonna see a huge price jump, I have no clue what they were referring to. So I honestly didn't say anything back when they said that. I mean, interest rates have been going up, inventory is going up. Those alone are not signs that would show significant price jumps. So here are the numbers for Q3 of 2023 this year. The median price for single family homes in Sarasota is at $572,000. And the median price for a condo in Sarasota is $392,000. So how does this correlate to this time last year? Well, we're up about 4%, but that doesn't tell the whole story. So let's figure out if our market is actually declining. For this purpose, we're gonna look directly into the two most popular areas, and that's Lakewood Ranch and Palmer Ranch. Now, Palmer Ranch is going to give us a really good read on our market because there are very few new construction options that would skew this market data, whereas Lakewood Ranch, it still has a lot of new construction going up. So we are only going to look at single family home pricing for this illustration. In Lakewood Ranch, pricing year to year has gone down 2%. So from this time last year to where we are today, it's gone down 2%, but that actually doesn't tell the whole story. And that's what every news and general news outlet's gonna tell you. But if we do a little bit more digging, we find that these are the numbers from the previous 6 quarters leading us up to today. So let's go back to the summer of 2022. This would be Q2 of 2022. The median home price in Lakewood Ranch was $739,000. And Q3 of 2022, it went down about 10% to $662,000. Now keep in mind that this is when we had Hurricane Ian come through, so Q3 and Q4 of last year in 2022 would likely show numbers lower than normal. Q4 of 2022 was $602,000, which was another 9% drop. And now coming into this year, January, February, March of this year, Q1 of this year, it was $588,000, which was another drop, but only of about 2%. Then this summer, moving into this summer, Q2 of 2023, it was back up to $632,000, which was a 7% increase from the previous quarter. And finally, Q3 of this year, where we are today, we are at $644,000, which is up 2% from the previous quarter. But technically, it is still lower than where we were at a year ago. So Lakewood Ranch literally just took us through this roller coaster ride. It dropped some more, and then it's been increasing the last 2 quarters. So now let's dive into Palmer Ranch. Palmer Ranch pricing from this time last year is up 2%. But here again are the last 6 quarters so we can see what's really been happening. We're gonna go back to the Q2 of 2022, so this is last summer. Median pricing in Palmer Ranch was $699,000. Then the next quarter, we get into the fall, it dropped to $649,000. Again, Hurricane Ian had a big part in this, but then get this, ready? In Q4 of 2022, so around last Christmas time, it dropped again to $605,000, a 7% drop from the previous quarter. Now, at the turn of the year, January, February, March of this year in 2023, after Hurricane Ian, we had a huge upswing of 18% to $717,000. And then Q2 of this year, the summer of this year, it kind of readjusted. It went back down to $674,000. And today, Q3 of 2023, we're sitting at $666,000, which is another 1 to 2% decrease from the previous quarter. Again, another roller coaster ride with decreases in the last 2 quarters. But before I move on, comparing, Palmer Ranch, Lakewood Ranch, I want to let you know that I have a video coming out next week comparing Palmer Ranch to Waterside at Lakewood Ranch. So make sure to come back to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and tune in for that one next week. All right, so what does this mean? What do all these numbers mean if you're a buyer or you're a seller? Like, why does this even matter to you? Well, it means that the market is somewhat unpredictable and slightly unstable. You probably didn't need to hear that from me. You probably figured that one out. But buyers are more cautious with rising interest rates and are looking to find a property that they think shows the value for what the price a seller is asking. So trust me when I say this, there are still thousands of buyers out there in our specific marketplace, but they're not desperate for a house like they were a few years ago in 2021. They're being patient, more calculated during the home searching process. You know, I spoke to an agent yesterday who showed one of my listings, and she said that she's been working with this particular buyer since February of this year to find the right house at the right price. So my advice for buyers, it's okay to be patient right now. Continue to work on your credit score, keep your current income, or find ways to increase it, and continue to monitor the market and set yourselves up on a safe search on my website. Let me literally show you how to do this in 60 seconds or less. So jumping over to my website, you're gonna click on the top right, and you will go ahead and click log in. Then you can come over here, search homes. You can go ahead and click on the different areas that you want, your price range, your bedrooms, your bathrooms, the type of home you're looking for. It's gonna go ahead and populate everything, and all you're gonna do is you are gonna click Save Search. You can label this, you can have it come every day, month, week, whatever it is, and then you just hit Save Search. Or if you want something very specific, such as Waterside, I have Waterside right here. You come right over here, here's all of your neighborhoods. All of these right here, this is gonna populate Waterside. Go ahead and save search, and here is Waterside. Now you're gonna get emails every time a new house hits the market, and this is gonna help you monitor if the market's going up or if it's going down. So my advice for sellers, you need to get out of your head that your house is going to sell in a weekend with multiple offers well over asking price. On average right now, homes are taking 2 to 3 months to sell, and that's the average. So if you're not putting yourself in a better position than the competition, you're likely gonna be longer than the 2 to 3 month window. Now, if you want a market evaluation of your specific property, I have a great tool on my website for you as well. Go to the bottom of this page and put in your current home's information. The more details you give, the more accurate my team can be when pulling an evaluation number for you. Obviously, you've seen in today's video that our market is constantly changing each and every quarter. And if you're starting to think about relocating to our area or selling your current house, my team and I would love to be your real estate resources of choice. Please email me at info@mattlight.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video comparing Palmer Ranch to Waterside.